Happy New Year, everyone. Okay, so let's just all take a moment and take a deep breath. Just so you all know, this is being recorded on October 9th, 2024. I got the message, so I'm setting the intentions and making the video. If you're listening to this in December of 24 or early January 25, take a deep breath. It was a year. 2024 was a year, and that's exactly what she was. This was possibly one of the toughest years that we've ever faced as a world, as equal members of the Earth population. This was tough, and we made it, hopefully, because like I said before, I'm recording this on October 9th, 2024. Prayers to all people who are facing the hurricanes that have been back to back. If you are listening to this in January 2025, you did it. You made it through. Have a drink, have some hot cocoa, some tea, hot milk, whatever it is you need to do to just let yourself understand you did it. And from everything that I'm seeing, this year promises to be a better year. This year, 2025, is not disappointing. So we're just going to hop right in. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to collect yourselves, and we'll dive right into the full year tarot. So there it is. And I know these cards might be scaring some people due to superstition, indoctrinations, and all the other misunderstandings that come with that first card that's at the top left. Well, let's discuss everything. We're going to get as detailed as we can. But to begin with, our color for the full year tarot reading is red. That's the color that came to me in the number 1. The number 1 is an initiation number. It's the start of something new. So for some of you, this might mean starting a new project, relationship. I don't do love readings, but number 1 stands for anything that is in your life that is you're starting new. So let's dive into that big monster that's at the top left. And that was actually the first card that I pulled, the Devil in reverse. So when anyone sees the Devil card, the first thing that pops up in their head is the goat, scary Saturn, over disciplined Capricorn, rigidness, discipline, or the opposite of them, which is their dark side, which is just, the tongue sticking out, going crazy, addictions, and all of the darkness that comes with that Devil card. Well, lucky for us, the Devil's reversed. Now, key secret to the Devil being reversed means that the Devil is not in his normal destructive self. And he's not in his normal over judgmental, over disciplining self, because he knows that he's the problem. This time, our dear old Devil, and that's each and every one of us, our dear old Devil is reversed, meaning we are going to experience what each and every one of us may or may not process as permanent or temporary liberation. Liberation from what? Liberation from the directness of the Devil card. Liberation from addiction. Liberation from a loop. liberation from mental illness, liberation from hardship, liberation from self-destruction. The key meanings that came to mind when I was researching, hey, what is this devil in reverse? Because you know how whenever you're doing a reading and you flip that devil card, everyone kind of shakes in the room like, oh boy, you about to go through it. Well, devil in reverse literally means, there you have it, literally mean that you have gone through the ugliest, darkest, most self actualizing period of your life, and you have now learned. Remember, Saturn teaches us lessons. So you've learned your lesson, and now you have the capability, if you so choose to, break free from those things that you saw yourself witness, did, done, and you can practice self awareness when those things come back. And then you can release those temptations where you reevaluate your values that will end in healing. Now, you tell me, is that not a beautiful devil in reverse card? Now, I know some of you have your doubts and you're like, this girl is delusional. That's because you don't understand. Most of the practice that you do is literally devil upright and devil reverse. I'll start with church people. They commit what's called a sin, which is their devil upright. Then they go to church and pray about it, which is their devil in reverse. Then they make actions to change their behavior. That's literally what you're doing. You have allowed yourself through deep meditation to go deep within yourself. It could have been, remember 2024 was a year of meditation, a year of contemplation. What am I doing to myself that's no longer beneficial for me? Now, for the devil reverse to be the first card that's pulled, I was shocked. I sat there staring at the card like, huh, interesting. Now, the card coming up next is what's going to really set the tone. Watch this. Okay, so we discussed the devil in reverse and how it applies to each and every one of us. So once you go through your devil, and now you're reversing those negative actions, behaviors, patterns, habits, the traumas are being healed, triggers are being revealed and worked on. The year of 2025 is saying you're going to go through your Four of Cups. Now, remember what I said earlier in the video, these cards are throughout your year. They're your full year reading. They're not just in the beginning of the year and then everything simmers. No, this is going to be throughout the 4 seasons, the 12 months, the 365 days, and have however many hours, minutes, and seconds and milliseconds are in the year of 2025. So this is a magic ritual that's going to happen January 1st. So let's discuss the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups represents your success. You've done the work. You've gone through the hardship, you've healed or are healing, and you're ready to start celebrating yourself and coming into your own and coming into your light. The messages are simple. You see them. Let go of the fear of success. And it's crazy that number 1 and number 6 and 7 correlate so much. If you let go of the fear of success, then you're bound to open yourself to new experiences, which will help you stay present and focus on your future. In focusing on your future, that will allow you to avoid toxicity. Toxicity can be your friend, your lover, your partner, a coworker, a boss, anything that brings your energy down. You must appreciate the present moment, no matter what it is, what season you are in your life, which will allow you to open your mind. And number 7 is key. A lot of us, we want success, we want the luxurious life, but a lot of us feel like we don't deserve it. And you have to understand that luxury is a natural experience in life. The earth is not poor. I'll repeat that. The earth is not poor. The earth is a luxurious, beautiful piece of celestial body. So therefore, you as the embryo inside of her womb must understand that you're not poor. And then finally, as you're doing the work, don't get weak to bad past negative habits. I'm not going to stay too long on this because I think it kind of explained itself. So let's jump into the next card. So now you're face to face with your Emperor in reverse. Let's cover some basic facts. So the Emperor tarot card rules over Aries conjoined with the energy of Mars. Remember, Mars tells us to fight. It's that fight or flight energy. So we fought and now we're in reverse, meaning do we keep fighting or do we stop and learn a lesson? It's the learning part. So pretty much the Emperor reverse is the dark side of Aries. If you know anything about Aries, you know Aries is the dominating fire sign, always taking control, always leading the way. In other words, if the 12 zodiacs were a wolf pack, Aries is the one that leads the way and advises us to keep going or to pause. In this moment, Aries is telling us pause. You may ask, why are we pausing? I mean, you just told us all the key details of what is necessary for us to acquire our success. Well, remember, Aries is a social energy. It deals with you in the outside world, your ego, your personality, that facade that you share with the world. What Aries is telling you is that even though you are doing all the work and you are coming into your greatness, you still have some minor connections that are not beneficial to you. Those imbalanced relationships, they could be friendships, romantic, professional, any relationship that you have that takes from you instead of helping you grow, you need to start the path of releasing those. Aries is a masculine fire sign, an action sign. So he's advising male or female, no matter your sexual orientation, to understand you have masculine energy in you. We are energy, we are spirit. So you have both feminine and masculine energy in you. Reflect on your masculine side. Balance it. Don't be too domineering. Don't be too controlling or over disciplined. That causes inflexibility, which is one of the ways that those who favor abuse take control and abuse us and makes us victims. You have to understand that change is required in life and you have to keep that momentum of change going. Once you do that, the three cards, the Devil Reverse, the Four of Cups, and the Emperor will welcome and upgrade into your life. And let's see what that upgrade is all about. So there you have it. This is what we work for. We did the work. You have 4 seasons, 12 months, 365 days to realize this. Through all your hard work, all your meditations, all your rituals, you should realize success and material gain. You will receive power and recognition. You can become influential. But in all those gains, you have to start practicing philanthropy. The key question that I got with the Six of Pentacles is, what does charity mean to you? When you think of charity, what does that mean? Contemplate on that throughout the year. And the key message here, I won't make this video long. You who's listening to me, you're coming out of a financial darkness and you've been suffering. And in order to finally realize everything you've been working for, welcome this new energy with optimism and delight. Don't expect anything. There's no wishful thinking here. You've worked, you've suffered, and now you're going to gain. So if you didn't believe me in the beginning and you stuck around, look at this. Look at this end of year reading. Now the end of year is your end of the year. Once you've done the full cycle, by close to the end of the year, this is the reading. We have the Chariot and the Seven of Pentacles. Let's dive into the Chariot first. Alright, my little angels and demons. I would never provide you with a Ferrari without equipping you with the keys and the information needed to properly drive the car. So here we are. The Chariot. What does the Chariot represent? Triumph, victory, hope, faithfulness, health. Here's the keys so that you can come into your Chariot and not only realize everything you've been working for, but to keep and maintain it. Number one, you must keep a successful mindset. As I'm recording this, I don't know what I have. I think I have a cold or COVID or something. I'm sick, in other words. But that's not stopping me. It's not stopping me. Because remember earlier when I asked, what does charity mean to you? I feel like I'm practicing my charity. I have a gift and I would like to share it. Now, as you're keeping that successful mindset, you have to remember you can't let your ambitions make you greedy. That's where most successful people get manipulated, get turned, and become victims to their success. Don't let success and the ambition to become successful make you greedy. You have to strengthen your willpower and stay determined. What was it that you did all this work for? Okay, so you did the work, you got the gain, now you're living the lifestyle that you wanted. Why? Was it just to have the stuff, or was it to do something greater? Now, once you stay focused and also keep your willpower strengthened, you have to start practicing self-control. Keep certain people at a distance. Everyone doesn't want the same basket, but everyone wants eggs in their basket. So remember that. And most importantly, stay focused. Stay focused and remember that everything is a circle. We're just looping back. So don't forget that person that you were, the feelings that you felt when you had nothing in your hands. So when you do have a hand full of resources, you don't become a stranger to yourself. Let's jump into the next card. Whoever the artist was that prepped these tarot cards did a great job. Do you see the face on this beautiful female as she's surrounded by the Seven of Pentacles? She's not arrogant. She's not prideful. She's more like in shock. Like, oh, I did it. That's how you need to be. You know what you were working for. You know what the reason was that you were working so hard. But you still need to have a mindset of rejoice, of shock, of gratitude. She just has this look to me. Every time I see that tarot card, I'm like, she just looked like, oh my God, I cannot believe I did it. Keep that energy. What causes a successful person to rot? They become arrogant in the temporary success. Success is temporary. It's an energy that you have to keep feeding. You have to keep regenerating success. Success doesn't just stay. It's not a stagnant energy. You have to keep working on it for it to stay as it is. So how do you do that? First, let's harvest. All right? Reach your hand out and pick up every pentacle coin that has been dropped at your feet. Harvest. Next, you have to show your gratitude. So rejoice in your rewards. How would you rejoice in your rewards? Me personally, I would buy myself a nice dress. I don't care if I had somewhere to go or not. I would still buy myself a nice dress or a nice piece of jewelry. Then you put your feet on the ground and you persevere. There will be challenges. There will be issues. There will be setbacks. But you persevere. So here's what I want my listeners to understand. I'm a realist. I understand that we are magic, we are energy, we are spirit. Everything that happens around us, the moment we come into pure consciousness, we're participating in, be it good, bad, or ugly. So this persevere throughout each stage of 2025 with patience and growth in your heart is pertinent to your success. You're not throwing a coin into a wishing well and crossing your fingers and closing your eyes and waiting for a wish to come true. You're working. You want to keep planning, keep planning, keep planning. You reach a successful level, keep planning so you could maintain that level. I'm not going to preach, so we're going to look at the whole year and then talk about it. So there you have it. Were you tested over the previous eras in your life? I would say hell yes. Did you learn your lesson? The universe sure thinks you did, so therefore trust. We already have gone through the details of each card, so we don't have to do that. I just wanted you to see the cards laid out as they appeared to me. We have 6 cards this year, and in all actuality, in all truthness, none of them are detrimental cards. If you feel like, hey, I hear what she's saying, but I still got some work to do, work with that devil in reverse. Get yourself out of that loop. We're supposed to. I don't know how many times I have to emphasize that. Maybe it's because I'm a bull. I naturally am drawn to luxury. And there's a group that believes that everyone on earth doesn't deserve luxury. But yet, the sun shines for everyone, and the atmosphere and the air that we all breathe collectively is provided to everyone. So believe me when I tell you, everyone is supposed to experience luxury in life. It's not for the few, it's not for the lucky, it's not for the chosen. It's for everyone. And you need to put yourself in that energy. It doesn't matter if you have $1 to your name. It doesn't matter if you're coming out of a rut, if you're coming out of the darkness of financial struggle. It doesn't matter. You need to wake up every day with the understanding that we are all children of this Mother Earth, and she doesn't select you get air, you don't. You get water, you don't. You get a fruit from the tree, you don't. She doesn't do that. We do that as human beings. And you have to work hard to not get caught up in the human cycle of destruction. That's the pure definition of destruction. We're naturally destroying ourselves, and we want everyone to believe that that's how it works. That's not how it works. So we're going to jump into our meditation. I need you to close your eyes. See the best versions of yourself. You see these cards. You're not blind. You see these cards. Focus on the best version of yourself for the next 2.5 minutes, and that's exactly what you're going to be. Have a great year, guys. Happy New Year.